During the third millennium, in a strange place known as the United States of America, a war was brewing. Brainwashed Marxist idiots in colleges across the nation clashed with equally brainwashed, anime-obsessed neo-Nazis. Starbucks windows were shattered, Dodge Challengers were totaled, and Muslims realized that rental vans were cheaper than plane tickets. Skinny, anemic millennials from coast to coast were hospitalized with life-changing injuries such as sprains and first-degree burns. And the heroic knights of 4chan rose up to defeat Shia LaBeouf and drive the evil villain into a descent towards a madness the likes from which he will never recover. As the enemies of freedom destroy the cities that raised them, as America begins to resemble an Iron Maiden album come to life, two heroes have risen up to fight against the culture of utter madness and restore sanity the only way they know how, by refusing to take any of it seriously. Mersh.
I've been crying for 24 hours.
That's a problem.
Are you dehydrated?
That's a problem.
I feel like you're probably dehydrated.
Probably low on electrolytes, too.
Royce Lopez.
I've been crying and I've been nauseous and sleepy. and
And
really
the air smells like rotten eggs.
And really sleepy. and sleepy.
These two men have joined forces to bring you uncut news and opinions directly from the belly of the beast. Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce.
I think we're failing the saving Western civilization part, dude. In hindsight,
Yeah, can we, let's,
there's a new intro in the works. Hammy's working on it.
let's snip that out.
Yeah, there's a new intro in the works. Yeah, we failed. We lost.
We lost.
We're man enough to admit that we lost. We lost. That's
We had
fine.
a lot of fire in our under our asses in 2016 or 2017.
So I posted a short. It was a short. It was, I think it was the one that you were talking about. Them, something political. He made a joke in the end. It was somebody commented like, "Man, what happened to you guys? You guys used to not take this so seriously and have so much fun." I'm like, have you not listened to our show? I mean, what about Norm Macdonald pretending he's Charlie Kirk makes you think we're taking any of... It's not about being serious. It's about things have gotten so absurd that for a show that has... But I will be honest with you, for a long time was pretty hard to shock when something happened. We're like, oh, who saw that coming? We're getting to that point now where we're like, okay, man, even some of the stuff happening now is like... Now we're like, when the Matrix ran too long... You let the RAM go too long before changing it, and it's going to crash. And instead of doing the right thing, because you've done it and I've done it, when your card starts glitching,
I was just about to say.
Instead of doing the right thing where you go, you know what? Let me take care of this.
You know what I'm going to do instead? I'm going to start a new episode of Nightwave. And we'll be just fine.
I have done that so many times.
Do you know when the last crash was for me?
What?
Literally, when I was the first one to get the Ethan Ralph body cam footage, I downloaded it from this evidence folder on the Milwaukee website, and then and as soon as I opened up the first video, I went to do one of those, the snipping tool. I was like, oh, let me get a screenshot of this, and as soon as I did it, it was like, the whole thing just went nope. And it was a week leading up, like you said, where you're like, I need to fix this.
That's a good. King of all pixels said the same thing that we see all the time. I'm not buying a new one. Do you know how expensive computers are now? Do you know RAM? Do you know how much it costs now?
Yeah. Well, AI and
bro.
People have to people have to make cat video. People have to make videos of AI cats smoking bongs and shit now. So
yeah. No, that's important.
It's important.
Bro, this is the first time in my fucking life I have ever had a computer go up in value.
Yep. Have you seen
years after I
This is
owned
true.
it.
This is actually true. Virgie's not lying. Depending on what kind of RAM or computers you have, certain computers are now cost more than they did when you bought them because of the demand for the stuff in them.
Can I ask a very simple question?
Yeah.
Is that a positive sign economically?
Yeah. I mean, sure. Hey, Virgie, do me a favor. Tell me what the Dow's at.
Please don't.
46K.
We could. You know how much we could talk about Epstein now? Oh, we could talk. Oh, we could talk about all the Epsteins. Yeah, it's 46. Did you not see it? Oh, Merce just woke up. Yeah, it's not doing great.
I mean, I knew it was down.
No, buddy, you thought it was down.
That's a 10% dip in the entire economy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And sinking. Yeah.
If you just said, Mersh, what do you think the Dow is at right now? I would have went, I don't know, 48.50, 49.
Good news, this Bitcoin's taking a bit back up. Not enough, but a bit. I'm not laughing because the country falling apart is funny. I'm laughing because we're watching it happen in slow motion and can't stop it.
But you know how, like, I'm generally not the guy on the show who's, like, really concerned most of the time? That really concerned me just now. I'm very concerned.
It's not great. It's not great. Hey, Trump's going to say what you want about Trump, but he's going to be good for our 401ks.
I think that's true.
I think there's more of them in Israel,
no,
actually.
he's going to be good for a bunch of Ks.
Yeah,
this
there's
is
more than
more
401.
than 401 of them.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Bessie. So,
That was really funny.
Joe
Of
Kent,
course.
Joe Kent, went on Tucker. And by the way, before he even went on Tucker, I want to point this out. The amount of front lashing going on before he even in the interview was historic.
Oh, I did watch some of this last night. I had to turn it off though because I was driving down like a dark stretch of highway, and like it was one of those where it was late at night.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, I'm gonna plow into a fucking tree.
You know the problem with him is he is very stern. He's very direct, very soothing voice though. So
Both of them.
I know.
It's
So
just,
you're like,
I was like, it wasn't that the topic wasn't interesting, but I was like, yo, I'm going. If
you know
I don't
what the
play,
problem is that's why Mark Levin wins.
Yeah,
You can't sleep with Mark Levin in the because you shut the fuck up 5 seconds.
I was like, if I don't put something really funny or like a DJ Premier song on right now, I'm gonna fucking crash into a fucking tree.
I cannot in good conscience support the ongoing war in Iran. Iran posed no imminent threat to our nation. Iran posed no imminent threat to our nation. How did you read
You know what the worst part about this guy too, on top of obviously like the fact that he's a traitor to this country,
Traitor to our country,
and a coward, and a coward,
Coward, traitor, treason.
paid off. Yeah, he's been
Paid off, coward, traitor, treason. Yeah.
The problem with him is also he's so ugly.
That's the problem.
He's such an unattractive
How is he going to
man.
compete against the likes of Mark Levin going against him, that handsome fellow?
This looks like they put Rand Paul in CRISPR
Yo.
and made him better.
Like you got the fucking like you got the Captain America super soldier serum.
Yeah, like Rand Paul's the baby Pokemon. This is the evolved Rand Paul.
Oh, this is Grand Paul.
Yeah, Grand Paul.
Yeah, this is Grand Paul. They fucking...
Alzar.
He would have beat the fuck out of his neighbor, even with those
Even
noise
with the noise
canceling
canceling headphones
headphones.
on.
He would have been like, bitch.
And then he would have been like, 11 tours, motherfucker!
His neighbor would have been going, tap, tap.
Okay.
I think this is key. I mean, this would be more challenging to explain had the Secretary of State, the President, and the Speaker of the House not come out and said that we conducted this attack at this time because the Israelis were about to do so. So that takes away the argument that there was an imminent threat, as in Iran was planning to attack us immediately. That just simply did not exist.
May I ask you to pause? Sure. And so I've heard people say that, and this just happened, but history has a way of getting rewritten in real time. And then you look back 10 or 15, 20, 25 years later, and no one seems to understand the things that you saw because they've been eliminated. Yeah. So I think it's important to stop and say, here's what we actually know. So I'd like now, if we could, just to play one of the statements that you alluded to, and that's from Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State. And this was short.
Who, I want to be clear here, there's a lot of leaks coming out, and I believe them. There's a lot of people in his cabinet that are still in his cabinet that did not want this. I think Marco Rubio was one of them. But I think Marco Rubio made a little slip up and was snapped back into place. And remember, he had to walk it back the next day. No, actually, we had to.
Shortly after this war commenced.
Listen, if you stick with me, Mark, I'll get you Cuba.
That's why he did it.
I'll give you Cuba. You can have it.
Do you want to be the governor of Cuba?
Like the old American times when we just took over like an area and they were like, we could put a governor in there.
He walks in dressed like an old sheriff. Just walks in. Well, this is my town now.
No, he should dress like a governor from the like swashbuckling days.
Oh, I love that. Like a Ponce, Ponce de
like,
Leon.
like a nice like the white puffy.
Oh
things
yeah,
and
yeah.
wood and the powdered wigs. You know?
Right. Like dress like the people Jack Sparrow fought.
Yes,
Got it.
like the guys who run the towns.
Colonial,
Yeah,
colonial
governor.
a colonial governor. Yeah, gotcha.
And he was explaining as is his habit,
it would fit the buildings.
It would.
It would really just go well with the architecture.
It would match. It would match the aesthetics. Yeah. He pulls up in a fucking decked out '57 Bel Air.
Beautiful car.
Beautiful.
As is his habit, in a thoughtful, precise way.
Yep.
Why? Here's Secretary of State Marco Rubio.
And so the president made the very wise decision. We knew that there was going to be an Israeli action. We knew that that would precipitate an attack against American forces. And we knew that if we didn't preemptively go after them before they launched those attacks, we would suffer higher casualties and perhaps even higher those killed. And then we would all be here answering questions about why we knew that and didn't act.
Okay, so that is his almost contemporaneous explanation, and it's not offhand. He reasons it out. He explains there's a logic chain there, and he says, we knew not that Iran was going to attack. He did not say that.
Right.
He said we knew that Israel was going to attack Iran, and in retaliation for those attacks by Israel against Iran, Iran might attack American forces. So the imminent threat that the Secretary of State is describing is not from Iran, it's from Israel.
Exactly. And I think this speaks to the broader issue. Who is in charge of our policy in the Middle East? Who is in charge of when we decide to go to war or not? In this case, with what the secretary described and later on the president.
I love the next thing I'm going to show right after this, after all of this, is the funniest thing. Did you see Trump's tweet today? I'm so glad you didn't. So we saw this. We're going to play a little bit more of the Ken thing, but just it's really important that I pull this tweet up right now from this morning from Donald Trump.
I did see this.
Okay, right. So remember. Good.
Did you get the Japan thing I gave you?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
So Israel, out of anger for what has taken place in the Middle East, has violently lashed out at a major facility known as South Pars gas field in Iran. A relatively small section of the whole has been hit. The United States knew nothing about this part. Now, imagine partnering with a country, right? Like, imagine partnering with a country in a war, because that's what we're doing. We're partnering with a country in a war. Like, let's say the last time we actually really did that was World War II. We've had other countries fight with us, sure, but we never really partnered with them. They weren't our equals. There are equals here, obviously. Imagine partnering with them, and then all of a sudden, they just start striking a fucking resource that if they were to destroy it would collapse the Middle East and the oil and all that stuff, and obviously give China. That would also give China a lot more power, by the way. Just put that on there too. And just and being the president and going, you better not do it again. You're not in charge. Is this something that somebody in charge would say? Can you fucking imagine this? The United States knew nothing about this particular attack, and the country of Qatar was in no way, shape, or form involved with it, nor did it have any idea what was going to happen. Unfortunately, Iran did not know this or any of the pertinent facts pertaining to the attack, and unjustifiably and unfairly attacked portion of Qatar's gas. By the way, unjustifiably and unfairly, Trump, you just said they didn't know. So by them not knowing and they thinking Qatar did it, they are justifiably attacking it. What is unjustifiable is Israel doing it without getting out with. By the way, not only did they do it, Mersh, because you know that they did it, but they did it with our weapons that we paid for with our tax dollars. We're giving them stuff, and they're not even. Okay, whatever. Sorry. No more attacks will be made by Israel. Oh yeah? Did you speak to your boss about that, Donald?
How do you know? Did they tell you they wouldn't do it anymore?
They did this one. I'm sorry, but it also let me put it this way: is this the first time you're telling them? Because remember in June when they were doing the negotiations and Israel killed the negotiators? Remember that?
Sometimes things happen.
In which instance the United States of America, with or without... Okay, sorry. Listen to this. It's extremely important and valuable field unless Iran unwisely decides to attack a very innocent, in this case, Qatar, in which instance the United States of America, with or without the help or consent of Israel. Let me ask you a question, Donald. Do we normally need the consent of Israel? Because you're saying it like it's something we normally do, but this time we're going to forego Israel's consent. Because I kind of feel like they're not asking for our consent.
This is very odd.
It is really, listen, We have for many years said it, and I think now we're proven right again, rightfully so, that we are subservient to the whims of Israel and their lobby. That is something we have said. We've been called anti-Semitic. We've been called a bunch of things for it. But now, when you're literally seeing the president showing you that it's happening, what do you say to that? Like, how do you even counter this? This is not... An American president in this situation has two options if you're Trump. Number one, put fucking Israel in their fucking place. Not going to do that. Or number two, if you want to be a pussy-ass president, you keep your mouth shut and say, yeah, we did that. Because the other, now you have to own this, because the other option is, it's more embarrassing. I think it's more embarrassing. More embarrassing. Who gave us the coordinates of that girls' school?
AI.
Absolutely Israel. I don't want to authorize this level of violence and destruction because of the long-term implications that it will have in the future of Iran. But not Iran, dickhead. The entire Middle East. I will not hesitate to do so. Wow.
Well, the entire world. I mean, if we're going to blow up like 25% of the world's fucking oil supply, it's not going to be good for us either.
This one. Okay, here we go.
And then
this one is the one that set off Danny Bongos.
You know, Charlie Kirk is killed publicly in a very horrific way, and we're not really even allowed to look into that at all. And Charlie Kirk,
this is the director of counterterrorism, former, as of 2 days ago, saying this. This is not. Yeah, I know.
Was one of President Trump's closest advisors, and he also advocated heavily against a war with Iran. He was in the Oval Office in the lead up to the 12-day war. I wasn't particularly close with Charlie. He was very gracious to me when I was running for Congress, very, very supportive. So we knew each other. And the last time I saw Charlie Kirk on this earth was in June in the West Wing, in the stairway. And I said hi to him, and he looked me in the eye, and he said very loudly, and it's a small, you've been in the West Wing, it's small, it's a tight space. And he said, Joe, stop us from getting into a war with Iran.
Now, of course, you could see that and say, as many people are, as you're about to see Danny Bongos crash out about it, he's lying. He must be lying. Why would he made that up. He's lying. How dare you? How dare you? But the problem is that, sure, if you heard this in a vacuum, we would go, he might be lying. But what about the confirmed text messages that Charlie he turned down $2 million because he was so sick of the Israeli lobby?
Yeah.
Remember that part? Does that not go into the equation of you people saying he's lying? Maybe he is. I don't know. But based on the info.
And everybody wants to show old tweets of his and stuff, and they're like, Charlie supported Israel. It's like, yeah, he did. And then until he didn't. Until he didn't.
Yeah.
Very
kind of like we supported Trump until we didn't.
Charlie supported Israel in a lot of different ways, but there's one thing Charlie Kirk was staunchly against in all regards, and that was fucking war.
Yep.
He was single-minded.
And he walked off, and he went, I believe, into the Oval. So when one of President Trump's closest advisors, who is vocally advocating for us to not go to war with Iran and for us to rethink at least our relationship with the Israelis, and then he's suddenly publicly assassinated, and we're not allowed to ask any questions about that, it's a data point. It's a data point that we need to look into.
Yeah, but...
What do you mean... when you say we're not allowed to ask any questions.
What if I was to say it gets so much worse in like 2 seconds?
It does. It actually does. Yeah, this gets bad, dude. Trust me.
When you say we're not allowed to ask any questions about that.
We've been told that this individual, Robinson, is a lone gunman, and maybe he is. But the investigation that I was a part of, the National Counterterrorism Center was a part of, we were stopped from continuing to investigate.
They stopped them from doing their job.
What?
Now, keep something in mind. Let me add to this just to really set this, because people forget. Remember, during this time, we were told, and Trump believes it because he said it, that story that we said Iran was the person who hired him. Remember, they said that Iran is the person that tried to get him killed. Iran is connected. They tried to put Tyler Robinson in Iran. They tried to fit it together. They tried to stick it together. Now, let's say that's the story you want to put out there. Then I feel like if you guys think it was Iran, the main team that should be looking at this is the counterterrorism team, because that would be an act of terrorism.
Yeah.
And they were told to stand down.
And the FBI will say that they stopped that because they wanted to have turn everything over to the Utah state authorities. Everything's going to trial. It's very, very sensitive. But there was still a lot for us to look into.
I'm sorry, an assassination attempt on a United States president is they thought that it just handed over to the local law enforcement.
Well, this was Charlie Kirk.
Oh,
sorry, Charlie Kirk's
I
murder.
apologize. You're right.
That I can't really get into, but there was still linkage for us to investigate that we needed to run down. And I'm not making any conclusions. I'm not saying
No, I don't think you are.
because of this happened. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying there's unanswered questions.
Now, you heard him very clearly say because of this happened. Do you want to know what using this article? You want the New York Post, owned by Rupert Murdoch? Do you want to know what the title was? Joe Kent makes dubious conspiracy theory claim that Israel's responsible for Charlie Kirk's death. Did he say that? Did you hear him say that at any point there?
No, I don't think I did.
He didn't say that.
He didn't say. Well,
He didn't say that.
Now, get ready.
And like Joe Kent's their worst nightmare because he's like literally just a decorated veteran, and he's like he almost seems borderline autistic. Like
Decorated veteran, 11-time deployment, dead wife.
But like good demeanor, good looking, like quiet demeanor, just very direct, and just seems like honest. He'd say it's your worst nightmare.
He's like what the G.I. Joe telling you the moral of the story was in every episode. That's who he is.
If
an attempted murder of a presidential
attempted murder of a presidential candidate, and then there's another assassination attempt. There's been multiple public breaches of President Trump's security over the last year.
Yeah, correct.
And then, Charlie Kirk is killed publicly in a very horrific way, and we're not really even allowed to look into that at all.
Okay. Listen, folks.
Go ahead.
This part I have to just leave here. This is some of the most disgusting, unethical, and immoral stuff.
Play the full clip, you phony asshole. I need to leave it here. I'm sorry, Mr. Secret Service. I'm sorry, Mr. I'll fight everybody. I'm sorry the things I've seen. These words are too hard for your fifis. No, because if you were playing in context, what you're about to say is a lie.
I have ever seen.
Really? Because you looked at the Epstein files. This is the most unethical and immoral thing you've ever seen. You read files where they were molesting and raping children.
Yeah, but this is horrible.
That's probably why he wants this guy arrested.
Leveraging the death of my good friend.
He was also Tucker's good friend. Actually, Tucker was sitting in his living room, and you guys didn't even want. You guys were pressuring him so much because you didn't want Tucker to speak somewhere.
I've seen a lot of pictures of Charlie with Tucker. I've never seen a picture of Charlie with Bongino.
Unless it's at a turning point event.
Brutal murder. His assassination that the whole world watched in all of its horrifying gore.
That doesn't answer what happened.
For your podcast appearance, you're disgusting.
For you to bring up my dead friend on a podcast, even though I'm doing it on a podcast. Even though the first thing I tweeted when I left FBI was I didn't have time for me. Remember when he went, I haven't had time for me to mourn.
No. He hasn't had time to publicly mourn. No. To publicly mourn.
Oh, that's right. It was publicly. We were like, why do you have to mourn publicly? Why don't you just do that privately?
Yeah, like people.
Dan Bongino is the epitome of that greaseball attack. Whoa, to use the death of my dear friend Charlie, may you rest in peace.
Yep.
He was a saint. It's like, play the clip, asshole.
Thank you for your service to the country. You're also disgusting.
What?
Okay, how about this, Dan? Fuck you for your service in this for this country, and you're disgusting. Anything you ever did good in this country, you completely wiped it away and flushed it down the toilet, covering up for a fucking pedophile and for an assassination attempt. Because you, Mr. You know what's more fucking embarrassing? Saying the job is too hard and going back to your podcasting studio.
What do you expect from the guy who was a Secret Service agent at Obama's hot dog parties?
Oh, that's right. Hey, how was the hot dog parties, Danny Bongos? Do you have any?
This is filth. This is just filth. I wasn't allowed to ask questions, Joe Kent. I'm just going to leave that there, folks.
Why?
Why don't you play the clip?
Play the clip.
And all you people defending him right now, I'll accept your apology later.
No.
Hey, Danny, it'll be a cold day in hell before I ever apologize to you because you need to apologize to fucking us. asshole. You need to apologize for the fucking dumb fucks that believed that you were going to go in there and actually, I'm not saying fix everything, but do something. You did nothing. You quit. You're just every fucking greaseball, fucking Guido loser. You're just another fucking Andrew Cuomo. If anything, you're worse than Andrew Cuomo. You're worse than Chris Cuomo, because at least Chris Cuomo, at least you always knew he was a dickhead from the beginning. You pretended to be something you weren't. So listen here, hotshot. I know that you missed your family and you couldn't cut your FBI job where you could have made a real fucking change. But I know you got to go back to getting kicked out of West Palm Beach nightclubs with your drunk wife. Suck my dick, Danny Bongos. Go fuck yourself. This dude, whether you like him or not, and nothing's going to come with it, what Joe Kent did takes more balls than anything. Danny Bongos left, and he left to get paid off to lap up and be a mouthpiece for the fucking administration. Joe Kent left for them to now try to destroy his life. They're going to try to destroy him and his family's life.
You watch. You weren't allowed to ask questions? Sure about that? Sure you want that on the record, Joe?
Well, it's not. He's not under oath. It's a podcast.
Why don't you said a lot of dumb shit on
why don't you go under oath?
And by the way, Danny, I see you sliding. I see the podcast.
How the numbers?
Sliding in the rankings. Have you seen?
Yeah, I
He's
have.
down at like number 88 now. He's collapsing.
Hey, what happened, Chris? You're not posting how he's the #1 podcast anymore, huh?
Yeah,
what's going on? What's going on, Pavlovsky?
#1 live stream. Bow, bow, bow.
Hey, shithead, why don't you fucking fix our ad campaigns? We haven't been able to run an ad for fucking 3 weeks, and the only reason I haven't sent an email is because I've done it 10 times. So why don't you fix that shit, dickhead, instead of sucking this loser's dick?
Also, Chris, I would listen to my friends when they're streaming on Rumble when I'm driving my car. But for some reason, the Rumble app crashes my GMCQ system. Like my fucking my touch screen, my entire touch screen, just connecting to Bluetooth. You know, you just use whatever apps you want. When I open up Rumble and I hit play on something, the screen goes black. My phone disconnects, the Q system resets, and I have to reset the whole thing.
That's because CIA software hasn't been integrated yet with old GMCs.
Weren't allowed to ask questions? Really?
I hate this.
Go ahead.
Even allowed to look.
I thought you were going to leave it there. I thought you weren't going to play anymore.
Did he just say go ahead like he was interviewing the guy?
Yeah.
Into that at all. And Charlie Kirk was one of President Trump's closest advisors, and he also advocated heavily against a war with Iran. He was in the Oval Office.
He did?
Yes.
That's fascinating, because I've had conversations with Charlie, too. I don't talk about them because the man's dead, and I don't like to invoke his name for podcast clicks.
You literally said you weren't able to publicly mourn him.
Okay, only to remember.
No, what I like to do is I like to invoke all the children who got molested on Epstein Island and say I tried as hard as I could for podcast clips. What I like to do is talk really tough, but then collapse after working 292 days. That's what I like to do.
I don't bring up. No, sorry. Go ahead, Merce. My bad.
As I said, I feel like Dan Bongino is like purposely trying to become the least likable guy on the planet,
and that's tough because there's a lot of people out there.
I don't bring up my dead friend for podcast clicks. I just attend events where they have pyro and his wife does a sermon on the Mount for Israel.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember him?
You know what, Danny?
And I'm not going to do
this. I'm going to go so far as to say this, Danny Bongos. I respect Jeffrey Epstein more than I respect you. You know why? Because he had the balls to run the pedophile island. You just carry water for him.
That's worse.
So, and all the billionaires that went on the island, all right? He at least had balls. He ran the operation. You're just a guy that's like, well.
Yeah, you're the assistant to the pedophile island.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
The assistant to the assistant.
Yeah, how does that feel? Does that feel good? Does that feel good in your heart? I don't give a fuck.
Say what you want about Epstein. Unlike you, he had balls.
And a weird
That's going to be
penis.
my new insult to people. Like, yeah, fuck you. Unlike you, at least Jeffrey Epstein had some fucking cojones.
Scoops.
And an egg-shaped dick.
Scoop says, I'm trucking and listening to ROTC. It's like I'm dialed into Sirius XM listening to Howard Stern. Oh, we're better than him. Sweaty Zoo says...
Now, at least.
That's what I mean.
Oh,
Brianna Morell and her giant tits reported Patel and Tulsi got into a fight in a meeting because Patel and Willis blocked them checking in foreign ties 2 months ago. He's right. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Tulsi was quiet for a while. She's falling in the line because she's falling in the line, obviously. But yeah,
that are killed.
Okay,
So
so
let me. I come buckets for $3. Said only $3. The rest is for Anna Kasparian deepfakes. Captain 15 for 2. What's the over-under on BB rotting in hell right now?
He's alive.
Not at all.
Yeah,
He's alive.
first of all, he's alive. Second of all, if he does die, here's the irony, right? If he was actually Israeli and actually Jewish, he wouldn't believe in hell, so he'd be fine. But the fact that he's not means he will go to hell, which is hilarious.
Can I tell you what would happen if Netanyahu died? Israel would have a fair election, and someone who isn't a warmonger might run that place for once.
Maybe.
I mean, it was.
I said might. I said might. I said might.
It was Ariel. It was Ariel Sharon before him. I think the Israelis like to vote a certain way. Semper Reloaded for 5. Last night when the drop happened, the entire total of my money that vanished into thin air was 60 billion shy of $1 trillion. That's
that are killed off, like we just killed.
Guys, it's only gonna last a couple weeks. Also, we need $200 billion.
$1 trillion.
Can it make you feel any better? The Pentagon's asking for more money for this war. They're asking for $200 billion quick.
Wars are expensive.
200 bill. We need 200 bill right up the top.
Wars are expensive. Thank God we have that tariff money.
Pete Hegseth fucking in one of the press conferences goes, yeah, it's not cheap to kill the bad guys.
I hate this.
You know, there's lawyers that work pro bono. You think if you're trying to protect your own people, you do it for free.
No.
That are killed off.
Who am I?
All right, so here's another one.
That are killed off, like we just killed, Ali Laranjani, who was a negotiator, who was eager to get us.
Yeah, we
a
killed
deal.
the negotiator.
Again, look, I've got no love for the IRGC. I've got no love for the Iranians. But
by the way, this dude fought Iranian proxies many times when he was in the Middle East.
You've got to realize,
just to be clear,
if you want it to end,
in case you're tuning in right now, you fought their proxies.
I fought their proxies. I mean, I put countless of them in flex cuffs or much worse. I've gone after the Iranians. I was in specialized outfits that went after the Iranians and their proxies. These are very serious people. They're not supermen by any means. They're humans, but they're serious. And if you give the IRGC a reason to take more control, and they get support from the people, because again,
They bring something up in the interview. I don't have the clip, but this is the good point. What is why would a country even give up their nukes or anything? Because didn't Gaddafi do that?
Yeah, and then they sodomized him with a bayonet.
So, why would you? You know who they haven't sodomized with a bayonet? Any leader of North Korea. Do you want to know why? Because he still has nukes. Yeah. So, I mean, do you understand? It's why would you give any of your power up if at the end, when you give up your power, they kill you anyway? I'm not siding with them, by the way. I'm not. But look, I'm an American. I want America to win, and I think this is a fucking losing proposition. I also think this will 100% cause another liberal in there. And since the Congress hasn't done anything to fucking enact any of the actual good executive orders that Trump had, he had some that we liked. And since they haven't been enacted into law or anything, and this border that's closed now, hey, if we don't build the wall, you know what's going to fucking happen? Do you know what's going to fucking happen when the inevitable happens, especially after this? We're going to get all the illegals back in. Everything's going to go back. It's going to take less than a year to undo all your fucking executive orders, because Congress, instead of right now, what they should be doing is enacting these things. That way we are protected and we are in the future, no matter who gets in charge. Instead of doing that, what we have is the TSA partially closed, and I have a story coming up where now some major airports are considering closing because they don't have staff. Did you know that? But it's okay because Israel is safe.
Kill off the Ayatollah, they can say, hey, the last guy was too moderate. Look at what it got us. Give us more control.
I get it.
And the Iranian people are going to be like, well, actually, yeah, I don't like getting bombed by the Americans and the Israelis. Maybe we do need to listen to the IRGC.
So a lot of these
Iranians were murdering Iranian citizens, so we had to murder Iranian citizens to protect Iranian citizens.
It makes sense.
Good. Now we got to figure it out.
Well, it's kind of like when you set a fire to prevent a fire from spreading.
Right. So what you're saying is we had to kill those kids in that school.
Yeah, you burn some of the grass so that there's a fire line, and then that way when the fire gets, it doesn't cross over.
Got it.
Works just the same way with people.
Oh, so you want to kill innocents? Well, Buddy 2 can play at that game.
We'll do it so much better than you. You know, Joe Kemp brought up something too. He goes, you know, if Iran wanted a nuclear weapon a long time ago, they could have just went to Pakistan and been like, here's 100 million barrels of oil. And they would have just gave him a nuke. But like, you know what I mean? Like they would have just, you think they wouldn't have just for 100 or 1 billion barrels of oil from Iran, they wouldn't have went, okay, you can have a nuke.
And you know what the problem that we're coming, I saw this other story that was really, really, really good point about, especially the strait that we're trying to protect is like, yes, do we currently have the firepower to stop them from what they're doing? Absolutely. But here's the issue. We have to shoot down their $4,000 drones with $1 million missiles. Do you know how much money we're sinking in? They're not their tactics are very cheap.
They're using literal drones from Amazon and shit.
Yeah. So we're fucking emptying out our fucking cache of $1 million missiles, $200,000, $500,000 missiles to take down fucking drones. That's what's happening, guys.
I saw a video the other day on Twitter where it was like I don't know, it was something like a fucking $400,000 missile that they used to take down a drone, and all it had was a little cartoon boxing glove at the end of it.
Yeah.
It's just like, fuck, man.
It'd
be so funny. They have these drones that just come in a box, pops open, and a boxing glove.
Acme drones.
Yeah. Fucking, they've got drones that are dropping fucking 2-foot holes on the fucking on the battlefield.
Bro, when I see that we have that. What's that weapon that they were using in Iraq? The anti-air thing that, like, literally it bends around buildings and shit. You know what I'm talking about? With the big red, like, goes, like, you just hear it and it goes up into the sky, and I'm like,
yeah.
Every fucking round coming out of that thing, and it's just spitting rounds, and you're like, every one of those is like thousands of dollars, and it's just our money, and it's not a fucking thing we can do about it. It's like enraging.
Something else that people have brought up that's a really, really good point. It's like, first off, Ken pointed it out that, you know, they moved the goal. Even when he was in office, they moved the goalposts, because in June it was like Iran can't have a nuke, right? And he says the tricks that the Israeli intelligence officers use would be like, they wouldn't give official reports, but look, this isn't official, it's about to come out. They would do that stuff. And then when the reports come out, it's too late, you've already acted on them. But they moved the goalposts. It went from they can't have a nuke to they can't enrich nuclear materials. And those are two completely different things, by the way. And pointing out, and he points this out, and a bunch of people have pointed out, if Iran wants to have a nuke or wanted to have a nuke, they would have had one by now, because they're not retards, number one. But number two, they could have bought one from Pakistan. They have enough oil.
Yeah, that's what I just said earlier. If they could just went with a bunch of oil.
How much?
And been like, we'll give you all the oil in
Here's
the world.
all our oil.
And they would have said, here's a nuke.
Yeah.
I mean, very easy.
It's not difficult. So again, I'm trying to understand this. I think Trump got. Well, I don't think. I do think Trump got duped. I do.
What?
I believe
but he's
that.
part of the deal guy. He's so smart.
I think he got duped. Okay. And well, tell that to him as a casino owner. I think he got duped. Okay. And I think the problem is now you are in this situation where, what do you do? That strongly worded tweet to Israel literally means fucking nothing, by the way. Trump today, because of course everything is down, he's not looking good, was like, I promise you, I will never put troops in the Middle East. I will never put boots on the. He said that again. Let's see what happens when there's another attack on our. Yeah.
We already have troops in the Middle East. It was such a lie.
He means more. I'm just saying.
Motherfucker, we have a lot over there already, and they're still in danger and fighting a war. Like, so it's not, this motherfucker.
Maybe we do need to listen to the IRGC.
Hey, you guys want to hear a fun little stat? Because everybody, all these pro-war Trump tards fucking all think that, like, oh, America can just fight this war forever. We can just keep doing this forever. Do you know how many Tomahawk missiles get made every year?
How many?
100.
Ooh, that's not a lot.
Every year, that's maximum capacity.
Okay, you fucking idiot, Virgie. But you know what you're not paying attention to? Think about World War II, bro. We're so united under this war. We're all together that we're going to get women working in factories, building bombs, and putting women like this at the side of fighter ships and shit. What do you think, dude?
Yeah, we got plenty of factories. Look, we got too many energy drinks, so we'll take over some of the energy drink factories.
I think the president is fucking up.
And hold on, and we do also have to import we have to import Koreans to build batteries. So obviously we're going to be able to fucking amp up the missile production in this country.
Yeah, there's one place that makes them. So since the 90s and Tomahawks started being built, the United States government had 4,000 Tomahawk missiles total.
We have to have at least a billion now.
We can make actually we have only 4,000 missiles, and that's every fucking missile that we were capable of building since the goddamn 90s. Do you know how many Tomahawk missiles we've dropped so far in Iran in 20 days?
It's like 4 or 5.
400.
Oh, it's a little more.
So we still got plenty.
Yeah.
We've already used 10% of all of our Tomahawk missiles.
Virgie's a fucking guy. It's like counting dollars and cents, and we haven't been at the bar that long. Like, calm down, bro. We still got plenty of money left.
Yeah, we're fine.
Call your Coke guy. We'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
They should just get one of those. They should just get a giant version of those Sunday to Saturday pill containers and put a little bit of Tomahawk missile in each day. So they can at least, spread it out a bit, instead of blowing their load all at once.
Somebody said, I'm sure that'll make the real number public information. Right, because it's probably less. That's probably less. Just like the unemployment numbers, they never give you the real ones because it's much worse than you think.
300 of them are just a perspective painting on a flat board.
Yeah, seriously. It's like no, really. It's like when you go to Universal and then you have some buildings, but in the back is just a painting like of New York City.
The chalk art that looks 3D when you're at a certain distance.
I'm sorry, guys, but anybody giving this fucking country, regardless of who's in charge in the past 15 years, the benefit of the doubt, what's wrong with you? But you know who I wanted to hear about this? Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, yeah, I want to hear his brilliant takes.
Well, wait till you see how quickly. It's the funniest thing. And you'll see.
I think the president is fucking up. But I don't support that.
What, leaving?
And to the Jewish community out there, let me be very, very clear. I don't blame them if they're in an uproar over Joe Kent, because
why would the Jewish community be in an uproar over Joe Kent?
What you're doing is basically saying that Israel instigated this war. Well, Benjamin Netanyahu is on a...
Hold on.
Israel, hey, Stephen, Bud, Israel is on record as having instigated this war. They're not even hiding it. They're we attacked.
Wait, watch this.
Well, Benjamin Netanyahu is on the record saying no.
Well, case closed. No, you can't go home. He's on the record. You can't leave. He's on the record. Look, the guy who's been criticizing LeBron for 20 years knows a little thing about foreign policy.
I swear on my life, I have not seen this clip.
No, I know you haven't.
And I did not know we were going to even use the same verbiage and say the exact opposite thing.
What?
By the way,
they literally came out and said, yeah, we did it first. They were going to attack us.
Yeah. Marco Rubio said that.
Israel instigated this war. Well, Benjamin Netanyahu is on the record saying no. Other Israelis and other members of the Jewish community are saying no.
Okay.
And a statement like that by Joe Kent could easily be used as an excuse for individuals out there to engage in anti-Semitism, which is fomented and grown, and we all need to speak out against that.
So you just...
What?
He's the dumbest person that's ever lived.
I think he might be.
You're just an idiot who's always wrong.
Yeah, always.
And you never pay any consequences for it.
Never.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Another poll I personally did on X. Again.
Look at his poll. This is his poll. He posted it.
Over 15,000 responses. I asked the question, did the U.S. enter this war on its own terms or because of allies? On my X platform, Stephen A. Smith, 75% said the war is being influenced by Israel.
That was your poll. That was your poll from your page.
That's really funny.
Come on. That's the clip.
75% of you is wrong. All right.
Oh, fuck. You're not MAGA. I don't give a fuck. Did you see Trump with the speaking to what's her face from Japan?
Thank you, President Ching Chong. We
No,
appreciate
Mersh, did you see? No, really though, did you see this?
No,
it's wild.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
Okay, check this out.
Of course, no, Japan and US are very good friends. But one question, why didn't you tell US allies in Europe and Asia, like Japan, about the war before attacking Iran? So we are very confused about we Japanese citizens.
That's a fair question. What
well,
do you think
you're
his
a bunch
answer
of
is?
ching chong bing bongs, and this is a Middle Eastern issue.
Worse than that.
Oh, better. Okay, worse. Yeah,
Worse or better, depending on.
If we need some samurai to back us up, we will conscript you.
Worse than that.
Just play it.
Okay, you ready? Here we go.
Oh, miso sari!
Worse than that.
No, it can't be worse than that.
Ready?
Dude,
Are you ready? Okay, you ready? Here you go.
If he pulls a miso sari, I will be.
Ready?
Mersh,
I'll be
it's
back on
worse
board with
than
the
that.
war.
Ready? Here you go.
One thing you don't want to signal too much. You know, when we go in, we went in very hard, and we didn't tell anybody about it because we wanted surprise. Who knows better about surprise than Japan?
It gets better. It gets so much better.
Oh no,
Dude, Royce, when he said that, I thought he was talking about being surprised by a bomb.
In the words of former WCW champion Booker T, he did not just say that.
Wait, no. You know what's the best part when you tell the joke? When you explain it.
We wanted surprise. Who knows better about surprise than Japan? Okay, why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor?
Okay, yeah, like explaining the joke made it lose the magic. You should have stopped at who knows more about surprises than Japan. Anyway, I'll be here all night, folks.
You should have told me about Pearl Harbor. Well, they did tell. The president did know about Pearl Harbor actually at the time. Did you know that?
Yeah, that is true. We
did know about Pearl Harbor actually.
Okay, right? You know, he's asking me, do you believe in surprise? I think much more so than us.
Okay, bud, you had him already with the other one. You don't need to keep doing this.
And we had to surprise him, and we did. And because of that surprise, we knocked out, the first 2 days, we probably knocked out 50% of what and much more than we anticipated doing. So if I go and tell everybody about it, there's no longer a surprise.
That was classic Trump. God damn. Can I just real quick? We do have one for $2. Captain Nate, Captain 15 just said Hatsune Miku hit the wall after 30. It's very funny, and I shouldn't know that reference. Captain 15 says Israeli and fair. Yeah, okay. And that was it. Sorry.
So let's see Cash Patel answering some.
It was very funny.
Let's see Cash Patel answering some questions.
Oh my God! It even says Cash App.
Yep, Cash App, PayPal.
How many days before we invaded Iran did you know we were going to launch an invasion?
We can get into those details in a classified setting, but I work with my colleagues across the spectrum here to give me advance warning so that we can reinforce.
Was it 2 days, 3 days, a month?
It was sometime before that, sir.
Sometime before that.
So you knew more than a month before?
With that knowledge, why did you fire at least a dozen agents in Counterintelligence Unit 12 that specializes in Iran counterintelligence, which makes us much less secure and safe with this war going on from Iranian?
Oh, they looked at my girlfriend.
Yeah.
They just looked her way.
They were more handsome than me, sir. Is that your official answer?
Well, that and a couple of them were sick of driving my girlfriend around.
Yeah.
They didn't like that.
Acts potentially against our country.
As I said earlier, Congressman, I don't work on timelines when these terminations occur. There are internal investigations conducted by the careers at the FBI that highlight unethical or inappropriate conduct, and it's up to me to make the decision. But our Iran Threats Mission Center has never been more resourced, as I've highlighted a 43% increase in counter-espionage arrests from Iran alone.
Are you tired?
360 ongoing terrorism investigations with Iran affiliates.
Yeah, he stayed up late watching his girlfriend's concert last night.
And the people you fired.
Did you go to another UFC fight night, dickhead?
Yeah.
People you fired, those 12 people, they were experts on Iran, were they not?
That's the reason they're having the USC fight at the White House, because they're so sick of how much money Cash is sending to fly to them. Now you just could drive
Not
there.
just Cash, but yeah, Cash
He's
is
going
one
to
of
still
them.
take a chopper.
I don't believe so.
They worked.
Hey, Virgie, how much is a chopper from Langley, Virginia to the White House? Asking for a friend. Asking for a friend's girlfriend.
In counterintelligence, did they not?
I'm taking you at your word.
Okay, listen to this. This is the funniest part. Listen to this. Listen.
People you fired, those 12 people, they were experts on Iran, were they not?
I don't believe so.
They worked in counterintelligence, did they not?
I'm taking you at your word, sir. I'm not familiar with every
You're the
single
chief
word.
director. I'm not. You should know the answer. You fired the people. Where did they work?
People were terminated for violating their ethical obligations and the high standards.
Was
that
the
we
ethical
have.
violations that they dealt with the case of the classified documents that were found in the bathroom in Mar-a-Lago, was that the ethical issue?
Well, counterterrorism people. Now, see, now, Cohen, you're a little off. The counterterrorism people wouldn't be the same people investigating the other thing. Those are different people. I mean, I'm not. Look, trust me. I'm not going to defend him, but no, I don't think that was the reason. Okay, so this is this is sad.
$5,000 for a helicopter ride from.
Thank
Langley
you.
to
That's
DC.
cheaper than the plane. Let's do that.
No, but you would be taking a government plane, so it would somehow still balloon up to $48,000.
Oh, and you're flying into the White House. You need to clear that airspace.
No, so it's probably
Yeah.
it somehow will cost $90,000. The government will find a way to turn a $5,000 helicopter ride into a $90,000 quagmire.
Oh my God! I just thought of something. You want the easiest way to get Cash App PayPal fired? Let's gaslight him into thinking it's okay to take a helicopter there and upstage Trump. If he would imagine this, Cash could do whatever he wants.
Cash, hear me out on this.
You could do this.
And your girl stepping off the helicopter on the on the ball, that new lawn that they did. Your girl with her cowboy hat on. You just fucking flexing on Trump.
It. You know what you should do?
You're the real hero.
You should wear the same thing Melania wears, because there's nothing that older women love more than when hotter women, younger women wear stuff. You should do that.
And then just, oh my God, can you just picture, those, like any of those pictures back in the day of Trump scowling in the background, like over somebody's shoulder? You just get that, that Trump, you'd be like, oh, you're finished.
Oh, and Cash, when you get off the helicopter, do me a favor. This is going to be helpful. Trust me. Trust our advice. We're going to help you here. When you get off of the helicopter, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to say, Daddy's home. Do that when you loudly go, Daddy's home, and then go hug Theo Vaughn. Go hug Theo Vaughn. Give Rogan some daps.
Cash App. He was a good guy for a while. We found out he was a gay guy.
Oh, no, really?
Found out he was a gay guy. We got rid of him.
He was the one having sex with Elijah.
He was leaking.
That's wild. He was leaking, all right, from his asshole. Sorry. Oh, milk mommy. First off, Stillwood, can you get that out of the way?
Is it the assessment of the intelligence community that there was a, quote, imminent nuclear threat posed by the Iranian regime, yes or no?
Senator, the only person who can determine what is and is not an imminent threat is the president.
False.
No, that's not true. You're the director of National Intelligence. You're the one that will be telling him.
Based on information and a consensus from whom?
Israel.
This is the worldwide.
I meant
worldwide
normally. I meant historically before up to the last 40 years.
Okay, yeah.
She's like, oh yeah, the president, he's the only one. Yeah, but he does that based on what? Right? Because you have generals, and you have your intelligence people, and you have your chief of staff, and you have your fucking secretary of defense, and you get all those guys in there, right? State Department, and you all get some Chinese food, and you roll your sleeves up all night, and you come to a consensus.
Well, we know it's Domino's, but yeah.
I mean,
no, that's not how Trump. That's not how Trump does this whole president shit. It's vibes, dog.
Yeah.
This is vibe governance.
Yeah.
The worldwide. This is the worldwide threats hearing where you present to Congress national intelligence, timely, objective, and independent of political considerations. You've stated today that the intelligence community's assessment is that Iran's nuclear enrichment program was obliterated, and that, quote, there had been no efforts since then to try to rebuild their enrichment capability.
Which is in June.
This is going to go down in history when you think about it's been a clown show from day one, from Elon Musk and Doge all the way to fucking Tulsi to RFK, and then us going into a war, the economy tanking. This will go down in history as one of the biggest joke administrations.
Oh, yeah.
Ever. And I think that what's going to happen is a lot of people now are going to snap back in line, and they're going to go super status quo after this.
That was the play. That's what the neocons wanted this whole time.
They're going to go running back to one of their two monolithic fucking parties and just go, fine, govern me harder, daddy. Because the last clown show we had Biden, which was an absolute clown show. And who would have thought, and I'm telling you this, because everyone keeps going, Biden was the worst president in history. Trump is getting dangerously close to taking that title. Like, Trump is getting dangerously close with this fucking term where you can go back and go, look, Biden was a fucking idiot and they were using auto pens and he was like, I put my pants, right? That was less bad than this. Like, I think so far we're getting more people killed and burning through more money with this than even Biden did.
The difference is now Trump poops his pants and he blames Tucker Carlson.
Dude, I get the wide open borders.
Tucker Carlson made me shit my pants.
It was Tucker Carlson who shit my pants.
Oh, really? It was his shit? It was his shit.
Snuck into my pants and shit my pants. It was Qatari Secret Service. No, but it's like, it's crazy to me how we're getting danger. Like, Trump, you talked all that shit about Biden. Say what you want about Biden, right? It was a shitty 4 years, but it was a calm, shitty 4 years, right? Do you remember? I mean, yeah, there was the open border. There's a lot of shit that was bad about him, but I don't recall this much bad news under Biden. We're getting into that territory now, bud. Where your report card
Biden did that horrible pullout from Afghanistan, which was terrible, by the way.
Awful.
Horrendous.
Awful.
But we thought that we were done with that.
At least he was exiting a
poorly,
war.
horribly,
the
worst way,
execution possible.
way you could exit anything.
But say what you want. Biden got us out of Afghanistan.
Poorly. Very poorly.
Was it the intelligence community's
somebody
assessment?
in the chat said, I'm starting to actually like Biden. Fuck it. I miss Biden. I miss him at this point. Tell me it wasn't more whimsical for the purposes of this show.
Can I bring something
Tell
else
me
up?
it wasn't easier to be fucking funny on this show with Biden as president.
And the right was more united.
We were all getting along.
The right was more united. Absolutely.
And even if the economy wasn't great and the world wasn't great, it didn't. You never woke up going like, when we woke up every day, right? And we went, fuck, what did Biden do this time? It was slipping and falling on stairs, pooping his pants. Like, it was funny shit, right? And now it's like you wake up every day and I have to do these pre-show meetings and Royce is going, yeah, did you see the latest? And I go, no, what did he do now? But now I'm worried about like Tomahawk missiles blowing up fucking schools full of little girls and shit. And I'm like, I kind of miss the poopy pants guy. I miss Poo-Poo Pee-Pee 2020.
My point is if you're going to sit here and rightfully criticize Obama like we did, like I did for years for bombing at Doctors Without Borders, then you cannot sit here in the right mind and not criticize Trump for bombing a bunch of school children. You can't excuse that away, and you can't blame Iran for it, guys. You can't. We're the best military in the world. Our job is to make sure that we don't kill innocent people, and I'm not saying that we can't always do that, but I mean, we were 0 innocent people getting into this war. Genocide Circus I'm told the drones are actually just carrying big barrels of Coca-Cola and Pop Rocks. Did you know that? Genocide Circus says, don't say Daddy's Home. Come out the plane with the song Daddy's Home by Usher playing on the speakers. Oh, that would really piss Trump off.
By the way, there's people in the chat kind of arguing with me saying like Obama was the worst or Jimmy Carter was the worst. Look, it doesn't matter. The point is Trump is still in halftime. You know what I mean? And you're talking about a basketball game where Trump's only down by like 20 points. We're at halftime. It's basketball. It moves very quickly. You could go get a beer and then go smoke a cigarette outside, come back and go, whoa, okay, they're within 4. So all I'm saying is, unlike Obama, unlike all these other guys, Trump still has time left on the clock. So
but also unlike Obama and unlike Biden, I didn't vote for them. See, that's the biggest. That's got to be the biggest selling point to this.
I
Regardless,
didn't vote for him this time.
Yeah, regardless if you're the biggest or the lowest or in the top, it doesn't really matter if you think about this. But I will say this: is he the biggest disappointment? Yeah, absolutely. He's the biggest disappointment that I could say I've ever supported and voted for. Absolutely, the biggest disappointment. And that's the problem. The problem is that you could all those guys are horrible. Dude, listen to our shows for years. All we did was make fun of them. Listen to the Biden presidency. That was our entire prep. It was easy. It was easy to make fun of him. Horrible stuff. Horrible on the border. People are dying. Ukraine war. All that shit. 100%. But this hurts more because you support this guy, and then all the other people that were there that got him elected, now you're calling they're not MAGA. They're not MAGA. Yeah, they are, dude. He left MAGA, dude. Now, whether you want to say Trump is MAGA, if Trump is MAGA, I'm not. Or the reality is the people that really are MAGA are the people that left. The people that actually want to make America great again and not Israel. You got to live with that, guys. And at the end of the day, you can fucking yell at us all you want, and you could do the fucking Steven Crowder. We shouldn't judge this movement by the people that left. Okay, but you're going to have to judge the midterms that way.
Yeah. You realize, too, it doesn't matter if it's a business, a church, or even a romantic relationship. There will be people in life that will leave something, and they'll still care about that thing. But they'll just go, I can't be here. This is toxic. Like, I can't do this, right?
No.
It doesn't mean they don't love the church anymore, or they didn't love that person anymore. They're just saying, you have done enough shit now that has wholesale damaged this relationship. I have to go for my well-being. It doesn't mean, same thing with MAGA. People are just going, all right, man, well, like you didn't, we're doing the opposite of everything he promised. It's not unreasonable to go, okay, well, then I'm out. Like, you didn't say you were going to do these things. And if you had, I wouldn't have been a part of this thing.
And by the way, if your argument is the last string argument is like, it's like, think Kamala would have been better? No, maybe. I have no fucking clue, but it doesn't matter because I didn't vote for her. If Kamala would have done all this and she was worse, we've all would have been like, we told you so. We told you so. We'd all be righteously indignant about how right we were about this. But when the guy that you vote for does it and does these dumb things, gets led around by the nose by another country. And with Biden, it was Ukraine. In this one, it's Israel. I mean, you know what? I'm just going to quote. I'm going to quote Santa Claus. It's not good behavior. It's just not good behavior.
Somebody in the chat just said, if you say you voted for this, you're a fucking liar. That's what I mean.
Exactly. We
were
lying.
literally given a list of things. And we said, that's spot on. Let's do that. Let's go after the vax companies. We'll have RFK doing his thing, Doge, and we're not going to have any foreign wars. We have literally gotten everything the opposite. The only thing we got was tariffs.
Yeah. And now those were taken away.
And then they had to give the money back.
Let me go ahead and see if I can do this read. It's probably not going to work, but I got to try.
Why wouldn't it work?
Didn't work. Okay, cool. That's a lot more money. I'm just doing a tally of how much money we're missing out on.
Do you have a like when you hit refresh, do you try like a different one?
RevengeOfTheSith.locals.com, guys. That's how you sign up for our episodes.
Fuck, is it just us?
Wednesday shows, Friday shows. Go check that out, guys. Right now, $7. That's how we keep doing what we're doing every single day. And I really do hope you guys are there. And
if they're gonna do that, why don't we do this? If you're watching on Rumble, why don't you come back over to YouTube?
Yeah.
We make more money over there just on the ad revenue than we did.
But still donate on Rumble if you're going to donate through an app, though, because we get more money. Or, you know what? Honestly, Ko-Fi. Donate through Ko-Fi, dude. Ko-Fi, we get probably
almost all of it.
98% of the money.
We'll get like 90. But
yeah,
still,
whatever, still.
Not fucking 40.
Yeah, no, it's not. Nothing over on Ko-Fi, though. I did check. Guys, stay where you are at. We will be right back.
if you think by staying quiet, I'm going to start talking just to break the silence.
To be fair, that trick really works on Rusty.
Why aren't you saying anything? I hate this. Are you mad at me? Okay, here's something. When I'm alone, I like to write rock raps. Fine, I'll do one. I'm a lyrical spiritual miracle. On the spherical earth since birth. Where did you go? Please stop me.
Second hour. ROTC, thank you for staying with us today. It's a Thursday show. We do appreciate you being here. Appreciate it more. We sent up on Locals. It was a great local show yesterday. You definitely missed a banger of an episode. They usually are. A little more loose over there, you know.
Hey, Papa.
Yeah.
Play the thing I just sent you.
Is it good stuff? It's probably good news. When the Virgie sends me stuff,
it's always
brightens.
Yeah, you read it?
Netanyahu just casually admitted on live TV that there will be ground invasion of Iran. The airstrikes were just the beginning.
It is often said that you can't do revolutions from the air. That is true. You can't do it only from the air. You can do a lot of things from the air, and we're doing, but there has to be a ground component as well. There are many possibilities for this ground component, and I take the liberty of not sharing with you all those possibilities.
There's only one possibility that it actually would work, and you don't have enough people to do it yourself.
Cool.
Another one in the Joe Kent was right jar, probably? Yeah, probably. But good news, our country's going great, at least.
New fallout from the partial government shutdown just as many are traveling for spring break. Airports are scrambling to address staffing shortages while travelers are left facing long delays. Here's ABC's...
No, it's just, that's the max.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying, because sometimes YouTube changes the...
no, that was
the
ABC
resolution.
7.
No, ABC 360p is the highest they have.
Lionel Moise.
A new warning from the TSA. The partial government shutdown could soon force some small airports to close because of staffing shortages.
Define small airport.
Yeah, what's small?
More TSA officers being forced to work without pay are
Hey,
now...
Royce, can I ask you something? Let's say that there's staffing shortages that are affecting all airports. And in order to combat that, you shut down the smaller airports because you don't have enough people. What does that do to the larger airports?
Well, Mersh, I'm glad you brought that up. Many thinkers in this arena, and there's a lot of them, thinkers in the air travel arena, have said that what it'll do is it'll increase the traffic in bigger airports, therefore causing an even bigger shutdown.
Guys, listen, the TSA and the airlines are asking now that you get there 4 days before your flight.
Sounds good. You should camp out.
Just in time for Miami to get those sleep pods.
Oh!
See, Florida's always ahead of the curve.
Ahead of the curve. You can sleep at the airport.
Falling out sick, including more than 30% in New Orleans, Atlanta,
Imagine you have to
Houston.
stay in that pod for like 3 days while you wait for your flight. You're just literally walking around with like slippers on, shower shoes, you're like brushing your teeth in front of your pod.
Atlanta.
Okay, I want to point something out. Look at this. This is all the TSA, the cities with the most TSA agents calling out sick. Let's see something they have in common. Ready?
Calling out sick, including more than 30% in New Orleans, Atlanta, Houston, and New York.
What are those cities? What those cities have in common?
I ain't going in. I'll tell them motherfuckers I'm sick. I got sick days.
New Orleans and Houston is just the before and after.
Can you even honestly? I don't even blame them. I'm not getting paid. I'm not going to work.
Right.
If I got the time, if I got the PTO and the sick days, I'm taking them.
Some airports have been forced to close security checkpoints. Philadelphia's airport closing 2 more checkpoints today.
That's cool because the good thing about Philadelphia is a city of brotherly love. So those people are really calm, they're cool, they're collected.
They'll be very reasonable about it.
They're going to be reasonable about it, yeah.
We're looking for bombs, guns, knives at the airport.
You miss all those. Mersh got in a plane with a knife. Easily.
Sure, people are safe and we shouldn't be stressed about how we're going to pay our bills.
These are the people that are responsible for people bringing knives and guns on a plane. These people that bring knives and guns into places. These are people that don't have felonies, but everyone else in their family does. So they're the ones that have made it.
Listen, for you younger people that may not remember it, we used to not have a TSA. We used to not spend trillions of dollars on this retarded apparatus.
By the way, but to be clear, airports did have security.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the TSA. It was very bing, bang, boom.
Quick metal detector, bing, bong. All right, boom.
Yeah.
It's been 31 days since
you looked at me.
We've received a full paycheck. And I would like to tell the American public that the call-offs that are occurring with TSA right now are not because we don't want to come to work because we're not getting paid. We're talking about parents who cannot afford childcare, and we're talking about officers who cannot put gas in their cars to make it to work.
Oh man, that really sucks. So you're telling me that everybody in the TSA, at least 40% of the TSA, can't miss a day of work? Can't miss a paycheck?
Sir, can I just tell you?
Dark.
You could be telling me this was happening to like U.S. Marines, and I wouldn't give a shit. But the fact that you represent one of the governmental agencies that I probably detest the most, you will get less than no pity out of me. I think this is hilarious.
Right now, you get rid of one, but only one. TSA or ATF?
That's not fair.
I know it's not fair.
That's not fair.
It's not a fair question. It's not a fair
ATF.
planet.
That's an easy question. ATF.
ATF, man. But
there you go. Mercer's the reason that you have the TSA now.
To make it to work.
It's all because of a standoff in Congress.
Is there any organization over the IRS? I would do the IRS over the ATF.
IRS top.
IRS is number one. IRS,
DEA.
IRS, ATF, DEA is my list.
Yeah, I would say IRS,
and
ATF,
then TSA.
Yeah, honestly, if you get rid of the IRS, all the other ones are gonna fall down fucking like dominoes.
Oh yeah, right. That's correct. The IRS funds everything. You get rid of that, we get rid of everything. Yeah.
Okay. IRS.
They're calling me an
IDF.
ass for making him decide between those two. The old chat's so mad at me. That's unfucking fair, dude. You can't do that, bro.
I mean, it is at the end of the day, the ATF, but like, fuck. Like sitting there watching.
And then every time you're in an airplane, airport, you're like, I should have said the TSA, right?
Watching the head of the TSA leave my office with a smug smile would still kill me inside. Like, you fuck, by the skin of your teeth, you survived, you cunt.
Ooh, somebody has a good list here. IRS, CIA, then TSA. That's not, listen, everyone's going to have a different.
IDF, dog. Oh, no, IRS, IDF.
American organization. Oh,
IDF.
Okay.
IRS,
all right.
IDF.
See what? Yeah, I walked right into it like sucking fucking stuff that the coyote painted on the side of a wall. I walked into it nose first. God damn it.
Also, like the TSA, right, could be even gutted because if you think about it right now with AI, we already have all these machines and shit, right? We could really cut down on the TSA and still get those lines moving if AI just scanned everything, scanned your body. Because we're already heading in that direction anyway. But I'd rather not.
Well, that's why it clears so fast.
Yeah, which is why. But I would rather not have like a fucking a sassy black woman yelling at me. You know what I mean? At least the machine would just be like, "Please step forward." Bing. You know, and you just walk in and they scan your thing. And
if I want a sassy black woman yell at me, I go to Vegas and pay for that.
There you go.
It's going to be on my terms.
Democrats are refusing to fund the Homeland Security Department until Republicans agree to changes in immigration enforcement. Democrats want to require immigration agents to get certain warrants before searches, and they want to ban agents from wearing masks to protect their identity. There has been movement in the negotiations. The Trump administration has now agreed to expand the use of body cameras, limit immigration enforcement.
I want body cam. No, here's the thing. I'm a big. Here's the thing.
Yeah, body cams are great because it always proves you idiots wrong. All you lip fucks.
Let me tell you something right now. This is exactly the body cameras is something that backfired on the left really hard because they were the ones fighting for body cams. And also, to be fair, to the right, police unions were like, we don't want body cameras. What are you saying? We're liars? But in reality, what body cameras actually proved is that, don't get me wrong,
it exonerates a lot of cops.
And also, I know what a lot of people be like, see, cops aren't that bad. No, the other reason why cops are behaving better is because they have body cams. Because
absolutely,
look, Mersh and I have slow days and we watch body cams. And some days when we do, the one thing that I have noticed is, and I'm sure you've seen it too, whenever a cop pulls over another cop for a DUI,
they'll do
this, body cam, or they'll be like, if it were different, you hear them say that. I've seen some where they tell them to cut off the cams and they forget to. all that stuff. So yeah, it's because now they're under fucking scrutiny. So I'm for body cameras, and I'm for ICE having body cameras. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, are there bad ICE agents? Absolutely. But you know what it's actually going to prove? It's going to prove, like, not the majority of times, that no, it was because someone came at him with a knife.
Yeah, how many you just see body cam after body cam where they're like, oh my God, they killed this innocent black woman, and then you see her and her hair's all crazy, and she's like in a bathrobe with knives running in a cop, and you're like, well, that's going to get you shot by cops. That's
Hey, put it to you this way: cameras are what got Afro Man off the hook. Let's start with that.
I am still kind of like shocked at the level of like how people feel comfortable, like even just making jerky movements around cops. Because like I have been.
Have you seen the videos?
Oh, what do you mean?
Of the way to show give a cop your wallet.
Oh yeah, we did that. Yeah, that was one of my early fucking things.
I fucking love those.
But no, I'm just saying, like, I've been in a vehicle before where like plainclothes cops have guns drawn on everyone in the car, and you're like, I am not moving. And if you've had that happen to you one time in your life, for the rest of your life now, I'm not up to any. I'm the most boring 40-year-old guy now. I just do my stupid podcast. I mostly stay at my house. Like, I'm so boring. So when I get pulled over, I'm like almost indignant about it. Like, what the fuck did I, but I'm still like, hands at 10 and 2. Yeah. My ID and my shit's right between my fingers right there. Windows rolled down.
You know what I do?
I'm not moving.
You know what I do?
Moving.
I only roll the window a crack. I say I don't talk to cops.
There
And
you
I
go.
put
You
I
slide the thing.
slide my ID, and I'm very indignant.
But I just, man, I even asked some motherfuckers, when it's a traffic stop, I've asked these motherfuckers for permission to light a cigarette. I'm like, listen, does it take a minute? Can I get a cigarette out of my bag? Because you don't even want to get shot. And then I see these other people just jerking around, kind of like, whoa, you're going to get shot.
Merce, you should, little side hustle, you should be a First Amendment auditor.
Yeah, listen, if I was younger, I probably would have done shit like that. But that's a young man's game.
You should be a First Amendment auditor.
I should be a nuisance to all the local Polk County police. That'll really help me have a nice quiet life.
Okay, that Grady Judd's petty.
Bro, I've heard.
I know, me too.
I've heard some
people
stories about him.
If you live in Polk County, you've talked to either officers or former officers, and you do hear stories about the pettiness level of this gentleman, of Grady Judd.
Do you remember the guy
that
got hunted into the woods? The one that shot the deputies or whatever, and then they hunted a guy in the woods, and there was a big shootout in the woods. You remember that story?
Yeah.
I heard some other, like the locals, they talk, and there's some stuff about that story that I personally think you, Grady Judd, and your deputies are heroes, and I would never dig into that story. But if people were to dig into that story, whoo, it was a lot. That had something to do with like a deputy fucking another deputy's wife, and there was a whole beef going on. Yeah, there's a lot of shit that goes on in Polk County people don't know about.
I'll tell you that I will say this: instead of being a First Amendment auditor, because too many people do that, I'm gonna go. How about a 13th Amendment auditor, where I go make sure people don't have slaves? Yeah. Does that sound good? No, seriously, I'm gonna be a 13th Amendment. Mersh, you be a 19th Amendment auditor. You have to go into strip clubs and make sure that women are have a fair shake.
Okay.
You have a 19th Amendment auditor, 13th Amendment. Guys, there's so many other amendments to audit. Why are you always doing the first one?
I know it's. We should be doing more.
Yeah, I want to. When they get really obscure, let's get really obscure amendments and audit those.
I'm gonna be a 6th Amendment auditor where I just make sure people are getting fair trials.
Ooh, that's really good.
I just pop in randomly on trials, and I'm like, hey, there better not be any funny business.
Well, I'm a 20th Amendment auditor where I reduce the time between federal elections and the start of terms of Congress and the president. I audit that. That's me. That's the guy. Hi, I'm a 20th Amendment auditor. Not many people really cover me, and my job's kind of boring.
You know what I've never been a big fan of is federal courts like hearing lawsuits against U.S. states brought by citizens of states in foreign countries. So that's it. I'm going to be an 11th Amendment auditor.
Oh, how about
I don't want to see any of that shit going on in my system.
Mersh, you should actually be a 21st Amendment auditor. Mean the places should be selling alcohol because that's the end of the national prohibition of alcohol. The 21st Amendment.
I'm going to go to all the dry counties in Kentucky and go, why aren't you serving alcohol here?
Exactly.
It's against the Constitution.
21st Amendment auditor, boys.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a 24th Amendment auditor. That way I can go around and make sure that everybody dodging their taxes is still able to vote.
Good call.
That is hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually very funny.
That's good. That's actually a really good one. How about the 26th Amendment audit where it changed the voting age from 21 to 18?
I'm going to be a Fourth Amendment auditor. Somebody in the chat out this one. To be a Fourth Amendment auditor, just make sure nobody's housing any U.S. troops in their house.
Oh, you're right. That's a good idea. Mersh, they might be doing it. No one's checking. How do we know?
I just kick in doors and I'm like, you got a soldier living here? And they're like, that's my husband. He lives here. It's his house.
I'm a Fifth Amendment auditor. I just stand there and say nothing for 20 minutes.
Just going in and going, ma'am, are you okay with this soldier quarantining in your fucking house and garrisoning?
He's my husband. He's my husband.
He's the father of my children.
Yeah, he's a soul. He's okay. Hey,
we're watching.
We're watching you. Okay.
What if it's somebody who translates the Fourth Amendment into U.S. troops aren't allowed to have homes?
No, at all.
You're not allowed
They
to
have
be.
to live in barracks.
I want to be.
They can only live in barracks.
I want to hire an attorney to try to argue in front of the Supreme Court that the way you can construe that amendment is that U.S. troops are not allowed to live inside any homes.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Tie up the court's time.
I'm going to be a 22nd Amendment auditor, which limits the number of times a person can be elected president, so I can go to Obama's house and say, no! Scream at past presidents.
We all agree, though, none of us want to audit the 19th Amendment.
No,
we're fine. We're fine with that being violated regularly.
Yeah. I'm a 29th Amendment auditor from the future where I'm going to make sure Puerto Rico gets all the voting rights as a country. I'm from the future. That's going to happen, so I'm just letting you know. And Mersh, you want to be 30th? You want to be Cuba? Because Cuba's going to be a country soon, too. You want to do that?
Yeah, I'll be, well, yeah.
You're the casinos. I figured you want the
30th
casinos.
30th Amendment, yeah. Cubans are finally human beings.
Yeah, oh, wow. That sounds nice.
That's pretty cool.
Sounds pretty sweet. I have to go through a back door in other places. It's really weird.
Yeah, but you only have to go through the back door between June and August.
That's true, because of the darkness. Yeah. The sun's really bright. I get very dark. Well, you know what? Afro Man for president. I will vote for somebody else.
This guy's a literal. I know it's the word hero is being thrown around, but it's not a joke. This guy's actually a hero.
A jury has sided with the rapper Afro Man in the civil lawsuit filed against him by Adams County deputies. WCPO 90's reporter Jay Shakur is live outside the courthouse tonight. This verdict.
J-Pac Shakur.
Jay was read right about 30 minutes ago, and you spoke to Afro Man as he was leaving. What's his reaction?
By the way, he fucking humiliated them.
He allegedly fucked one of the cop's ex-wives.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
I have that. Don't worry.
The dude tossed his fucking court case out because in a defamation case, it has to be not true. So by the cop going up on the stand and saying, I don't know, he might have fucked my wife, he actually threw his whole case out.
Unbelievable.
No, Virgie, I got better than that. I have the cop's ex-wife on the stand in a second.
Oh, yeah, dude. I fucking was about to say that. The only witness that Afro Man called was an ex-wife of one of the cops.
So this cop right here you're seeing here blamed the Afro Man incident on his wife leaving him. That was his complaint.
What did she say exactly that this played into the divorce?
She was tired of hearing about it. People asking her, is her husband a thief? How could he do something like this?
But why did you? And this is his ex-wife?
Has Mr. Foreman's posts about Sean or any of the general posts about the Adams County Sheriff's Department as a whole affected your life any at all?
No.
Well, that's not going to help the case. You just blew your whole ex-husband's whole case up.
Why would you give your ex-wife an opportunity to decide your future?
What? This guy is retarded, though. Can we say that?
So the post.
I wouldn't give my wife the opportunity to decide my future, let alone an ex-wife.
Never affected your life. Never affected your marriage.
No.
No, it's more that he punched holes in the drywall next to my head when he came home drunk. It was more of that. I'm assuming. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what some cops do that.
Sean, she's a Sean, grooms, girls, high on.
Oh, this is his song.
Shrooms, drops, his fruit of the looms, and cheap, hotel room. Finny bang, bang, ding, ding, dong, fucks him with brooms. Sean Grooms. On my head, he placed a bounty because I named him the Hunchback of Adams County. What do you call a cop that stop crackhead when and then make them drop their panties? So a pig can squeal the penis plea deal. Pulls over a broad and say, we can do this the hard or the hard way. Easy way is the hard way.
Let me just tell you something. He's being retarded right now. This man's the most fucking American man in this country right now. He did something that everybody's like, no, we're on his side. No one's against him here.
But this is how he won. He retard maxed.
Yeah, and it was perfect. And it was. Did you see the people here? I think they have. Did you see the people supporting him?
Oh yeah, there was a huge crowd there, and it's not a fucking. By the way, Adams County is not a very easy place to get to.
No,
like it's not near a fucking major airport, and even if it was lately, it's not. It wouldn't have helped.
That's right. Afroman had a very emotional reaction. The jury, as you mentioned, siding with the rapper Afroman, whose real name is Joseph Foreman. In this case, here's video from inside the courtroom as this case went on. During closing arguments, the attorney representing the deputies in this case claimed Afroman intentionally lied about and defamed the deputies in his songs, but Afroman's attorneys maintained throughout this trial it is his right to say what he wants to say. This goes back to 2022 when Afroman's home was raided following search warrants related to possession and trafficking in drugs and kidnapping. Though
nice cars, man. He's got some nice cars.
I like him. The classic, old classics too.
The attorneys for.
I'll give Afroman some credit about his cars too, real quick. They're not typical black guy cars. They're not like, Escalade. Those are some nice old, that's an old vet, some old classics.
Well, the green one is very.
Okay, that's a black guy car.
That's kind of a black guy car.
That's,
the other ones aren't.
That's literally Big Smoke's car from San Andreas.
Oh my God, it is.
That's nice.
He's got Big Smoke. That's Big Smoke's car.
Wait, did he specifically get it because of that? Because if he did, that's really cool. If he did, that's kind of cool, right?
I mean, he strikes me as the kind of guy who has smoked a lot of weed and played a lot of San Andreas in his off time.
I'm going to look it up.
I guarantee you he probably was playing San Andreas and was like, I want that car.
He was never charged. The attorneys for the deputies suing say Afroman used security video from the raid on his home and put it in a music video using deputies' likeness without permission. Again, this jury in Adams County finding
I love people ruining media shots.
Did
It's my
not
favorite thing.
defame those deputies. Here's Afroman speaking directly after that verdict.
I didn't win. America won.
Hell yeah, brother.
America.
I couldn't find anything directly connecting it to Big Smoke, but holy fuck, it's
his
custom
car.
wrapped Rolls Royce Phantom.
It's
Yeah, if he custom wrapped it, it's gotta be.
Still has freedom of speech. It's still for the people, by the people.
Hell yeah, brother. That's his fat wife. Or girlfriend.
Afroman becoming emotional there as he says this fight was bigger than him.
His girlfriend.
It was about free speech and what he describes as corruption in this sheriff's
His wifey.
department. I spoke to one supporter who came all the way from Dallas. I have more on that and more reaction from the rapper tonight at 11 in Adams County.
The people that were interviewing too were like just white people. Like, I don't even listen to his music, but he should have the right to do whatever the fuck he wants with his footage.
He made so many new fans that never knew who the fuck he was.
This revitalized his career.
Absolutely
This
did.
revitalized it. Cataboba on Locals donated and he says IRS, LAWs, and PDFs and bring back Toys R Us. And by the way, Catababo, that's the guy who made us all those delicious tamales.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Those tamales
Thank
are
you,
fucking awesome. Thank you. We were just talking about him today on Daywave. King of All Pixels says, I hate the IRS. He was better as Mike Rotunda. Anything over on the YouTube side?
Well, you didn't like VK Wall Street?
Oh, don't. Why?
What?
Wall Street's the opposite of the IRS.
Captain for two is AI Nedden Homo.
What?
I don't know. Semper Loaded for 10. I asked Grok to use the daily cost of Iran as an average to project the yearly cost and add everything we give to other countries per year. If they gave it to us, it would be almost $10K per year per household.
So
well, it's James Graham for 5 said Trump actually said nobody knows about surprises more than Japan. Why didn't you tell us about Pearl Harbor? To the Japanese Prime Minister. Good God, man.
That was amazing. That was so good. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, but we're boned.
Which is the kind of joke that like Trump would have gotten away with and like we would have all laughed at years ago when he was the peacetime making deals for around the world that was good for everybody. You know, that first Trump term, it was funny if he would have said something like that. He'd be like, this is Trump. But like now it's like, I don't know, man. Now that you have blood on your hands, it's like less of a funny joke.
Let's see here. Here.
Shane Gillis?
Okay, and with a jaw like that, the daddy can really do some mewing.
Shut up, old head.
Why did you keep that in the clip it here?
Mew. Okay, moving on. In Atlanta.
Yeah, you should. Why don't you start with at 6 seconds after the mewing? Oh, these are the editors fucking with her.
Carol, no ad-libbing. No ad-libbing.
Oh, that was the editors fucking with her because this was cut. They could have started the clip right here.
Area teen now.
That's where they should have started it. They kept it in there.
They hung her out to dry.
Oh, that's funny.
Has grocery bagging bragging rights. He has been named the best bagger in North America or in America.
Well, yeah, because he's in Atlanta. He has to do it at gunpoint.
At the National Grocers Association Championship in
Oh,
Las Vegas.
hold on.
18-year.
It's the Publix boy. Hold on.
Yeah, Publix guys always win.
Publix boys rule, dude.
Rock.
Dude, and I don't know if all the Publix are the same, but I've been to enough of them, and I don't know if yours are like this over there, your area, but Publix always has this one kid who's definitely retarded, who's the best bagger.
Yep.
There is this one kid who is absolute, you could tell.
They're not always retarded, but sometimes they're just a little off.
Off.
Yeah,
Yes, I'm
you
sorry.
know what I mean?
I'm sorry, Tasha. Not full down,
But they're a little off.
He ain't retarded, but something ain't right.
And he really wants to carry my groceries to my car.
Yeah,
for
you're
me,
like,
and I'm like, I'm able-bodied, man. Like, save that for an old ass lady or something.
I'll get one bag, and they'll be like, "You want me? I got it, man."
Bro, does it bother you when you see like perfectly healthy
I
boomers?
saw it happen. No, worse
Making
than
a
a
kid
boomer.
bring the fucking-
Worse than a boomer. I saw fucking Zoomer do it, and I wanted to fucking put his broccoli head through the wall.
That makes me, yeah.
Yeah, someone was like, and it was actually an older man bagging, an old man that was a retired guy, and he could, and in Publix. Here's the thing with Publix, you don't know, they have to. That's part of the rule. They have to ask everybody. They're not, no matter what.
I've never said, I'm always like, of course not. No,
So the guy goes to the Zoomer, he goes, "You want me to take you to your car?" And he goes, "Yeah, sure, dude."
Do you know how happy I am to go to a grocery store where there's still a guy bagging groceries and I don't have to do it myself?
Yeah.
I'm already leaving grateful.
I'm
so when
super
I'm on my
happy.
way out, oh, would you like me to? I'm like, dude, when there's like an old fucked up lady with gout, like you go, you can help her. Don't bother. No, but I've even seen like boomers, and I know people are probably thinking like, you know, boomers, they're older, but I've seen like, one time I saw these two very fit boomer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like like younger boomers, but like fit and in shape, like village type boomers. And I'm watching them, and there's this like retarded kid just loading their bags on a fucking hot summer day, and they're just standing there and like watching them, and I'm like, you could have done. And it wasn't even like a hard, like it was like they had it set up like I did with the SUV with the thing that just pops up. It would have taken them 5 seconds to load that shit and go. And then they didn't even get in their car. They just sat there and watched them like with a sense of pride.
Oh, Camarada says he trained for months. Good thing, too, because judges reportedly grade on speed and bagging technique.
Who are these judges?
Clearly not a problem for
Oh,
Rocco.
I'm sorry. Is style not a factor?
Wait, there was a movie about this.
Because I want you to throw the fucking paper towels up in the air and spin them and then catch them and put them in my bag. I want a little style.
Pessy, wasn't there a movie about this where there was somebody who wanted to be the best bagger and he was like practicing for
Oh
it?
yeah, Employee of the Month with Dane Cook.
Employee of the Month, that's right.
Recently.
And Dak Shepard was the really good bagger, right? It was Dak Shepard.
Shepard was the one
he
who
was
was fucking all
cheating.
the moms.
But he was cheating. He wasn't actually scanning the products.
Yeah.
He was doing all the flair, and once in a while he'd toss a product behind his back instead of scanning it.
Yeah. Wow, what a bad movie. Andy Dick was in it.
Dude, honestly, it's mid. I won't give it bad. Mid. Forgettable, but not too terrible.
Andy Dick is like one of those indicators for me, though. Like right away,
Oh,
that
yeah.
a movie's probably gonna be bad.
Yeah.
And then then I need to know how large.
He was a cashier. He wasn't a bagger. He was a cashier.
How large does
He's
Andy?
Andy Dick is like the blind optometrist guy, so he like gets a line in here and there, but it's mostly.
That's what I was saying is that when I indicate if I'm gonna go like a movie, I need to know Andy Dick's in it, and then how large does he loom in it?
Right.
You know what I mean?
How much
'Cause
Andy Dick?
A little
how
Andy
much
Dick
Andy
peppered
Dick
in
is
his
in
life.
If he's a waiter for 2 minutes,
I'm like,
I'm fine
fine,
with that.
that's cool.
I'm with you with that.
Well,
I like that.
If
That's
he's
good.
a main character, I'm out.
Dude,
Mersh, I go most comedy films. I go by DPM, dick per minute. How much dick per minute is in the film?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
very, very important because
That is important.
No, the one with the bagging one was a newer one that was made by the people who do the digital shorts, right? The one that Conan was in. That guy wanted to be the best bagger at the place or some shit.
Oh, I thought that one was
That's a
looked at like
different
a
one.
fucking.
I
what's
forget.
that?
I don't care.
The Best Pro Shop.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
By the way, this is kind of off topic, but it was a debate we were having last night on Nightwave. Does anybody can anybody name a good movie Sydney Sweeney was in?
Good movie?
She's
No.
been in a lot of movies.
No.
She's like box office poison, dude.
Yeah, no. Everything she makes is shit. She was okay in the first season of White Lotus, but she was like barely in it.
No TV
So-
shows.
No, movie.
No, not a one. We tried to watch
went-
The
we went
Housemaid.
to her-
No.
Oh my God! Did you? We watched The Housemaid last night.
How was it?
It
Bro.
is so bad that it's
I
actually
tried so hard to
hilarious.
gaslight myself. Casey hated it, dog.
Oh man, dude, it was. We hated it. We were watching it last night. We did hate it, but it did have that certain level where when it crosses over into where you
bad?
start going, okay, this is funny bad.
Dude, it was
so
like watching
funny
a
bad.
Tubi movie. It felt like a Tubi
Yes.
movie that was like a AAA box office.
How
thing.
were her gazongas?
It was her tits were in it.
Okay,
and they're still great.
Yeah, they're in it.
But like it is. Dude,
I
recommend.
That's what the chat room's saying. The Housemaid's bad. It's fucking
dude,
sucks.
I
worth
recommend
watching
you
for
and
the-
I recommend you
Okay.
and Marie like watch
Housemaid.
it one night. It's
Okay.
really it's
Yo.
so bad it's funny.
Okay.
Eat
I
some
was
chocolates.
laughing.
Eat some special chocolates and watch it.
Every time one of the chicks would have like a badass moment, my chick would just turn to me and go, "Girl boss." I was like, we were both just laughing. It was
I
like,
hate that.
we were both going, she'd go, "Oh, another girl boss moment. Look at that, girl boss." It was bad.
Royce, you're gonna watch 3 minutes of that movie and go, "It's the man. The man's the bad guy. I know it's the man.
Yeah,
it's
it's
gotta
one
be
of
the
those.
man. It's the man."
So I'm on the IMDb page, and the trivia greenlit for a sequel titled "The Housemaid's Secret" after a very
Yes.
positive box office number.
Yes. I want to establish. So I found this out. Because we were obviously watching the movie. And when a movie's bad, like me and her just both started on our phones researching this movie. Screenplay written by a woman,
Nice.
based on a series of books
no.
written by a woman,
Nice.
directed by
Yeah.
Paul Feig.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate him.
Let's go!
Oh, he
Yeah.
sucks. He sucks.
Let's go!
Wait,
like
that's
the-
that's
Royce.
female Ghostbusters guy, right?
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Royce,
it
it's
is.
the
Yeah, it
Royce,
is.
It is. Mersh will agree with me.
I like to
It's
call
the
him Aaron
most
Borkin.
Dude,
Aaron
that's
Borkin.
fire funny.
Thank you.
Dude, it is the most expensive Lifetime movie you will ever watch.
It really is like a high budget Lifetime movie.
It's fucking. It's just
Bro,
the main chick. The chick. Okay. again,
Swally
compliment
said, me
the
and the
chick
wife
from
watched.
Mean Girls is good. in
Swally
it.
said, me and the wife watched it, and we thought the guy was a good guy. Oh, hold on, here's the trailer. I've never seen the trailer. Hold on.
This is bad. Oh, Sabrina Carpenter
this-
Trailer
no.
Core. Sabrina Carpenter Trailer Core.
Royce, the trailer isn't even going to cover half of
No,
how fucking
it's
batshit
batshit.
this
Yeah,
thing
this
gets. It
movie's
goes off the
batshit.
rails.
That's the word. It's off the rails.
It
is
does
the-
a complete 180, like with
First off, can I be
45
clear?
minutes left.
Very rarely do Mersh and Pessy both agree on
Bro,
the movie.
bro,
This movie's gotta be
He's right.
bad.
When there's like 30 minutes left in the movie, they go back. They start at now what should be the beginning of the movie. It's fun because women are bad at like structuring plots, so they can't do like like Usual Suspects or like a Tarantino movie. There's usually like a reveal at the end, and you go, "Whoa, wow, you had me fucking fooled, bud." Women are bad at that, so they'll do like half the movie, and then they go, "All right, now let's spend 30 minutes explaining to you exposition that explains the big reveal." It's like he said, it's batshit.
Bro, it's like that. You know that one that just won the Oscar, that Leonardo DiCaprio one that just came out, One Battle or whatever.
Are people having
We
issues
were-
on the
we start-
YouTube side? Is they're saying it's being laggy because it did cut off for a
Yeah,
second?
it's saying.
YouTube's been weird.
Let me try to. I'm going to try to see if I can fix it. Give me 1 second.
But we watched one battle after another, and we went in being
See if
like,
that
all
fixed
right,
it,
it's
boys.
Paul Tom. Paul
Right.
Thomas Anderson, it's gonna be like serious, and he's like an old rebel who has to. They take his daughter. Blah, blah. No, dude, there was ass eating. There's like weird jokes. By the end of it, we're like, what the fuck is going on? Housemaid's the same way. What the hell is this?
Oh, and Housemaid wants to be Gone Girl so bad. Like
I hated
so
Gone Girl
bad.
too. I fucking hated that.
But it wanted to be Gone Girl like really badly.
Yeah,
well,
it's
hold-
that.
hold-
It's
hold-
Wine Mom Pulp.
Wine Mom Pulp.
We got $5 from Bavarian Viking. Says future locals movie.
Oh man, I actually said the other. I was
Is it
like, I
long?
said last night. I was like, what? That's the problem. Is I'm pretty sure it felt long.
How long is it?
It's like
Pezzy?
2 hours.
Yeah,
dog.
it felt long. I'll tell you that much. Because even though I was laughing and having fun watching it, it got to a point where I went, "Wow, we're still going with this, huh?"
We paused it halfway to just take a minute.
Is this one
We
of
had to,
those
like,
movies? Because there's some
I went
movies-
outside for 2 cigarettes during this movie.
Oh, Royce, are you about to ask if it feels like 4 hours? Yes.
No, I was gonna say there's certain movies where like I treat them like TV shows. If they're too long, like I'll watch them in pieces.
I had dinner and
Yeah.
ice cream and 2 cigarettes during this movie. That's how long it is.
By the way, everyone's loving Wine Mom Pulp
The
Pezzy.
Lions get Wine Mom
Hell
Pulp
yeah.
is amazing.
Wine Mom Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Hi, Millie. Hi, Mrs. Winchester. Oh, please call me Nina. Come on in.
Oh, hold on. Before look, you've seen it, so please, can I try to look? Just be real quick.
Look how frumpy she
Shut
is,
up. Are we
Royce.
trying to ugly her up? Are we doing the Night of the T movie? I got paint in my overalls and everything.
There is a glow
A
up.
twist.
There is a glow up.
Does she drop her
halfway
hair
through the
like,
movie.
like loaded gun and then she becomes Kathy Ireland?
I'm not good. I don't want to spoil the movie, Royce.
Spoil it. I don't
I'm
care.
just
Merce,
telling
Merce.
you there is a glow up moment.
There's a montage.
Wait, is there a montage where people go like this, but she finally comes out and they go like this?
Lipstick with the close up, and there's like vampy music.
Oh, that sounds great.
Thank you for bringing this movie up, Pessy, because I just talked about it last night, and I was like, I feel like we're all in a support group right now. Like I just feel like there's others out there that had to battle this same trauma.
I don't think you understand. After watching this movie, I was trying to gaslight myself. Like, no, I wasn't. It wasn't that bad. And then the more I talk, and the next day, I was just like, what the fuck was that?
We were giggling like 30 minutes after the movie was over. We're still laughing.
It's a
about it.
good bad movie, but it shouldn't
is.
have done as well as it did in the box office.
This job. I just really enjoy being a housemaid. For the right families, of course. You know this is a live-in position, right? Ta-da! This is your room.
Bro, she's such a bad
It's perfect.
actress. You
Okay,
can
good.
tell she's bad in the fucking trailer.
Yeah.
So, would you like the grand tour?
And by the way, and Amanda Seyfried is also bad, but like on a different level bad.
Dude,
Like,
she's the best part of the movie. She's the best part. She's
but in the worst way, right?
yeah.
It's bad, but she's so bad that it becomes like Amanda Seyfried
Is
is
she
the
like
hero.
cartoonishly evil or?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
insane.
Royce,
it's cartoonish is the best
Royce,
word
it's
for
like that shit where it's just like, I'm so excited for you to be my new housemaid.
so one of those-
it. And then I die. Yeah, it's one of those.
Good taste. See what you're getting yourself into?
It's like Mommy Dearest
The job
levels
is
of
mostly
fucking
cleaning,
weird, dog.
Organizing, some light cooking.
Oh, and she makes like multiple quiches in the movie. I don't know why that was a thing. Do you remember how many quiches? She kept making quiche.
She did make a lot of quiche.
It was like enough quiche. One quiche is enough quiche.
Lily's gonna be living with us.
I have a hankering for quiche.
Andrew, I told you that. She'd be.
Okay, so I haven't seen this movie, so I have no idea. So just tell me. I don't care if you spoil it, but just tell me if I'm close or not. The wife hired her on purpose to tempt her husband. You could spoil it. I don't care.
I don't want to ruin the movie for you, Royce. You're gonna have to watch it to find out.
Fuck!
Royce, go through what we went through.
Yeah, you have to go through what we went through.
All right, Royce. Papa, I'm going to watch it.
The
with
problem
wife
is you're
tonight.
using guy logic while you're already watching the beginning
Royce,
of this movie. So that's what was
Feel
ruining
free
it for me.
feel free to tweet to me and Mersh in all caps while you watch
Yes.
it. We'll
I'll be monitoring.
You watch it tonight with Marie, and I'll watch it tonight with my wife, and we'll come back and report tomorrow.
All right, Marie. Well, you're listening. You know what we're doing tonight. Fuck.
Wait, there's no ROTC tomorrow. Just do it over the weekend.
Oh, the funniest part was too
No, tonight.
Dude, one of the funniest best parts too was like halfway through the movie, my girlfriend just turns to me and she goes, I spent $10 on this movie. She got it off the fucking whatever it is, the eye store or whatever. She's like,
so did I.
but
I also spent $10.
Oh, I'm gonna steal it on my super box.
Dude, it came so
did I.
unprompted. It came so unprompted. We were just sitting there in silence watching the movie, and they say something at some point, and she just, without even looking at me, goes, I spent $10 on this piece of shit.
Let me help some people out here because somebody actually commented today, what's that thing that I bought that gets me all... It's called the Super Box. It's legal. They sell it at Walmart. They sell it on Amazon. I've had it for like 4 years. I get every channel, every movie, everything, live USC events, pay-per-views, everything. Highly recommended. Completely. I mean, it's not legal what they're doing, but it's legal for you to own one. Go get yourself a Super Box. Watch all this garbage.
Part of the family.
You can watch The Housewife over and over.
Super Box is like $200. And I'll tell you, I've had it for 4 years. It's just an Android box, but that's not what costs them. They have their own, and it's not in America. It's really smooth, by the way. Think of every new movie that's out, they have it. Every UFC fights, they have it. Fucking wrestling, they have it. Yeah.
Yeah, and also word of advice: don't cheap out on those things.
No, I didn't. I got the one, the mid one, which has good reviews.
Don't get a cheap one because fucking they'll put those things in there and it's basically like a fucking Raspberry Pi. You cannot stream movies over that. Don't even try.
Search for Superbox Official, I think is their website. Anyone on their list is the one anyone is fine on their list that they make is fine to get. I'll tell you that.
I want you to feel safe here. I do. Theodore.
Someone says, do you have one for each TV? I only watch TV on one TV, if I'm being honest with you. I have a TV in my bedroom, but I haven't turned that thing on in like a year. So, no, I only have it in one TV.
Saver. I don't know what I do.
But it's super, by the way, it's like this little, you could just move it to another TV.
Without you.
Unless you're like Ricky Bobby in Talladega Nights where you have the TV and the radio at the same time because you like the party.
He likes to party.
He likes to party.
Millie.
No, you cannot just buy their service and use a PC. They don't charge you for their service because that would be illegal. What they do is they make their money off the product.
I need this job. I can't lose it. I do not want to go back.
Okay, real quick. So, a woman wrote it, right? You said, okay. So that's why, like, even every guy's hunky in it. Are all the guys hunky?
They're all beautiful.
All the guys are hunky.
There's two cops in the movie that are not attractive. That look like regular cops.
But are they white males?
One white, one black. The classic.
Oh,
the classic
of course. Space Ice brought that up the other day. He was watching one of those 80s movies where like the gang was all mixed race. He goes, and then Jean-Claude Van Damme interacts with a gang that would never be together in real life.
Yeah, never.
Yeah. Oh, an Asian guy, a black guy, and a Jewish guy in a gang?
And they're all dressed like cyberpunks.
Yes, exactly.
Remember in the 80s, that's what we thought future gangs would be.
Like, just like the Warriors.
It turned out, no, gangs stay pretty much the same. They're broken down by race and in some cases down by neighborhood. That's pretty much how it works.
Dude, I forgot what place I walked into today. It was a store, and there was an older black guy still rocking the sagging pants, which is something that they don't really rock as much anymore. And I'm talking about, remember old school merch sagging pants with and one shorts underneath?
Of course.
The whole vibe. And I'm like, man, you never changed, dude. I don't want to. Is that a.
What?
Is that Dollhouse?
It's a dollhouse.
Let me guess. Is the dollhouse going to be used as some sort of metaphor for their life? And you're going to find out that the husband has a secret past where he's done this before? Am I getting close? Can you at least say I'm getting close?
I don't want to spoil it.
Fuck! Just spoil it! For the love of God!
No,
I am putting the gun against my head like fucking Walter White and saying, just pull the trigger.
Royce,
just
it's
pull
not about
the trigger!
It's not about the destination. It's about the journey.
Fuck the journey! I'm a Star Trek guy. I want teleporters. I don't want a journey. I don't read books, or as I call them, brain movies. The Last Dusker says, it's 2 hours and 11 minutes long. Oh my God, and 11 minutes?
Yeah, and those 11 minutes matter.
It should be a locals watch. Fuck off, man. Hate this place. Nothing works here. Oh, and they're doing the generic like tick-tock noise too.
All I'm asking, baby.
Discover what lies.
Women, by the way, ladies, and I hate to do this to you, right? But like,
there's the cops.
You only think you're clever.
Mm-hmm. Like sweat on a hot summer sidewalk.
See, I told you, glow up. There's a glow up moment.
Yeah, there's like.
By the way, can I point something out here before I'm 145? Okay, I'm gonna point something out. This is why these movies fucking suck for a plethora of reasons. Even here, I could tell she's very attractive.
Yeah.
Like, even look, if I had no idea who Sydney Sweeney was, and this popped up, and she was a reporter
She's
from LA.
every hot chick that's just got home from her restaurant job.
Bro, if this is one that popped up as a reporter in LA, Mercer would be like, all right, she's hot, all right. Come on.
She looks like she literally that works in a law office or like works at like a Buffalo Wild Wings and is just a hot chick and she's home and it's been a long day. It's like a shower and a different outfit. She's going to be fucking a knockout. You're not going to hide that.
Mm-hmm.
It's really bad.
So I have a question. And just tell me if I'm at least kind of close with this. Are they trying to pull one of these? Is this what they pull in the movie? Hold on.
May I change before I go?
Sure.
Is that what they do? Is that what they're trying?
That was one of the funniest bits in that whole movie.
Can I say underrated? What a fucking underrated movie, Loaded Weapon.
I think
it's so good.
the problem
It's a
is
good one.
the problem with that movie.
Wrong
was
Estevez?
It came out at just the worst time.
Yeah.
There was such an abundance of those movies that were all great.
They were. You're right.
It's almost like being a UFC fighter, but during an unfortunate era.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, you know what I mean? You could be in certain eras where there's, hey, you know, the light heavyweight division's a little weak right now. Or you could live during like the George St. Pierre, Chuck Liddell, like Brock
Randy
Lesnar
Couture.
era. Yeah, where you're like, oh, I'm fucked. You know how many like, world-class guys, if they were just born a little bit earlier or a little bit later, would be legends. But you're like, every next fight coming up, you're like, Jesus Christ, Frank Mir? Come on, man. Like, give me a break.
Anything over on YouTube?
Let's see. There is one that I at least know of. Two, actually. Steven's Lament for 8, thank you, said, the only thing Andy Dick was ever good in was his one shot in Workaholics where he played a meth-addicted drama teacher. Basically, he played himself. I don't remember him in
Character
Workaholics.
acting.
And then 5 from Semper Reloaded, he said, it's time for Crimson Dessert, baby. Or Crimson Desert.
Oh, okay. That got like 6 out of 10 from what I saw. That game.
What, Crimson Desert?
Yeah.
Is that a game? Oh, it's a game?
It's a game, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't always trust.
Yeah, you're right. The one True Eagle says on Ko-Fi, at my Publix, we have a blind autistic guy that rules as a bagger. Does he sound like Artie Lang?
Yeah, what is this game? I don't know, man. Things that are like a 6 or a 5, like on these websites, generally end up being the games I like.
Mersh, it's that MMORPG Black Desert Online. This is like they're like in the same world, kind of standalone adventure thingy.
RevengeOfTheSith.locals.com, guys. That's who you sign up to get our exclusive shows. Head over there right now. It's $7 a month. There will be no ROTC tomorrow. I am sorry about that, but that's because I'm going to be filming a bunch of stuff for you guys over at MegaCon. I'm going to be there. I've actually got the same camera and mic that Hammy had, and I'll be filming a whole bunch of shit. So I'll be out there tomorrow doing that. Locals, of course, will get the exclusive drops and all that stuff. I might even live stream when I'm out there for the locals people, so keep an eye on that. RevengeOfTheSith.locals.com. Daywave will be on tomorrow, though, at 10 a.m., so make sure you're there. Nightwave?
Yes, 10 o'clock tonight, Nightwave Radio returns.
Hell yeah. Pessy next?
Hell yeah, VHS and old Windows 95 games. Let's go.
Virgil, you be streaming?
Yeah, it's probably 8. I think 8.
All right, guys, we're out of here.
Bye.